next guest has provided the world with the world's first plug-and-play privacy and parental control solution for all devices. Yep. He was with us last year here at IFA, and guess what? He's already got a version 2 out. So we wanted to be sure and talk with him again. He's the CEO of eBlocker, Christian Bennefeld. Am I saying that right? Bennefeld, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome back into Tomorrow. How you doing, sir?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm doing great.
It's a pleasure to have you because we always like to get caught up on new products that we've maybe previously talked about that were very cool, and now you've made it even cooler because you got eBlocker too. Tell me about eBlocker.
Well, eBlocker is, as you mentioned, the world's first privacy solution by plug and play. So the cool part is you simply plug it into your router. There's no software to install, and all the devices in your home are covered. What does it mean? Are covered in a safe.
Yeah.
It means that today, each website has 20, 30 and more so-called trackers, data collectors that are gathering your browsing habits. What eBlocker does, we block all those trackers just by plugging the eBlocker into your router, and we can also anonymize your IP address, cloak your device, and now with eBlocker 2, and that's the cool part, you can take it to go. So it's not the device you need to take with you. It's a simple app you can install on your mobile device that connects you with your mobile device to your eBlocker at home. So you're literally surfing via your eBlocker at home with the same security and privacy preferences you've set at home.
Very cool. And of course the opportunity to protect everything, and we're talking about parental controls as well, and that's important for an awful lot of parents.
Exactly, and that's new as well. So we actually enhanced our parental control solution by what we call a whitelisting technology. So specifically for like younger kids below 12 years of age, it's important to block off all the internet and also only let them access, like let's say, websites that are suitable for minors. So that's a different approach than our previous blacklisting approach. Blacklisting means we have certain categories that are predefined, like for example, like erotic content, for example, or gambling or violent content, and you can block these off by just checking a box. It's as simple, and the devices of the kids get protected. But with the new eBlocker 2, it's out-of-home protection. It's for specifically protection for under 12-year-old kids. And we have so many new things. It's terrific.
And that's a good thing because, again, it gives parents peace of mind. But then also, even if you're not a parent, the eBlocker in and of itself is still going to help you with your surfing issues and just any thing that you might have to deal with.
Exactly. So here we are at smart home. So the whole IFA is about smart home, and the more devices are entering your home that are connected to the internet, the more dangers you are actually facing, because intruders can sneak into your devices. Those devices are collecting data about the usage and so on. And eBlocker makes sure you are fully protected with all the devices in your home without any software installation.
And it's just as easy, as you mentioned, to install. You simply plug it into your router, and then the configuration is just as easy too. But you're going to demo what's involved here on video. Again, intotomorrow.com. If you're driving at the moment or otherwise listening on the radio, you want to see the products we're showing. And now Christian's going to show us what you have to do with this little cube when you get it.
Well, it's as simple as plugging a plug into a plug.
Your router.
Here we are having a regular router, and you take a cord, a LAN cable, and plug it into one part and into the other part, power it up. Of course, it needs still power, and then you're done. And 5 minutes later, all your devices are all protected.
Now, how does it affect your web browsing? If you're not concerned about parental controls, maybe there's no kids living in the house, and you're saying, okay, but is it going to block me from sites I want to go to, whether they're erotic or otherwise? But the point is, how do you experience any difference in your browsing?
Well, you experience a difference in your browsing because it speeds up your browsing experience due to the fact that all the data collectors and ad networks that are collecting your browsing habits get blocked off before they enter your home network or your mobile device. And that's the cool part. If you have a data plan with, let's say, a limited volume, then eBlocker saves you money by giving you all the bandwidth to the good content and not to the ads or to the data collectors you don't want on your mobile phone.
See, that's why we had you on again, and when we heard that eBlocker has a version 2 now, we thought it's going to do even more, and yet the first one was great. So keep up the good work, and we'll have you on again. I'm sure there'll be even more items that you'll be coming out with and more ways to help us all the way into tomorrow.
Absolutely. We have more ideas to come, and I'm happy to present all these next year at IFA.
Terrific. eBlocker.com, just like it sounds, eBlocker.com. And of course, we'll get you to Christian's site when you visit intotomorrow.com. We will continue to bring you further into tomorrow next week, but we hope if you missed any of today's 3 hours or last week's 3 hours from IFA in Berlin, that you especially visit us at intotomorrow.com. Be sure to catch the IFA highlight video and video of all the guest interviews. Meantime, I'm Dave Graveline. Thank you for tuning into tomorrow.